Are you ready to awaken, heal, and align with your highest self? I'm Heather Len, founder of Heart Alchemy Wellness, a spiritual life coach, certified Ayurvedic nutritionist, QHHT practitioner, and 300-hour YTT yoga instructor. I've dedicated my journey to guiding others through deep transformations through shadow work and energetic healing. Through Chakra Wave Tuning and trauma-informed sound therapy, I help you unlock your inner wisdom, balance your energy, and step into your true power. Whether through one-on-one sessions or through our immersive retreats, I'm here to support your path to wholeness. Join me on this journey of self-discovery and healing. It's time to reclaim your power, awaken your heart, and step into the life you were meant. And rising, my lovers. Heather Len here with Heart Alchemy Wellness. Thank you so much for joining us with Daily Heart Alchemy with Heather Len. Couple of announcements this morning before we get started. First, I want to say a special thank you to the Sacred Lake community for allowing me to broadcast in the community every day. Thank you so much. And also a big announcement to Sacred Lake Broadcasting. It is a new venture that's going to be coming to you daily, offered through the Sacred Lake Broadcasting. So I just want to say thank you for allowing us to host on your platform as well. Also, another quick announcement coming this Saturday and Sunday. I would like to invite each and every one of you to the Ascending with Our Roots retreat in Hocking Hills. You can still find tickets. Just check out the website below. There is the link. It'll get you all taken care of. You'll fill out the form. We would love to have you. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I would like to start off with cleansing the energy space, just kind of bringing us into the present moment. We'll do a quick, simple meditation, and then we will pull an oracle card, and then we will do a real quick teaching on a manifestation technique that I have for everyone today. And then we'll do our Qigong, and then we'll go and shine our light for the day. So that's kind of how today is going to play out. So first, we're going to go ahead, and I'm just going to go ahead and cleanse the energy space with my bell and my chime here. And what I would like everyone to do, if you would please, just go ahead and close your eyes. And as we listen to the frequency, we're just going to allow it to penetrate our energy field. And as you breathe in, you're going to be thinking of beautiful love, light, and any memories that bring you happiness, right? We're trying to fill up our love tank this morning. And as we breathe out any energies that may be stored or locked or blocked in the body. Anything that's not serving you. And as we breathe in again, breathe in all that good, that love, that prana. And as you breathe out, we're breathing anything that no longer serves us. And we're going to do this for about another 20 seconds, just listening to the frequency. One more time. Okay. We're going to let that continue. Now, as we dive in, I would like to set an intention for our practice today. this is something that you want to cultivate more of, something that you want to take with you, something for me. It could be just a couple examples. It could be like peace, love, happiness, confidence, strength. Um, so for me, it's going to be confidence, and it's going to be open and vulnerable. There's a lot of new energies that I'm working with, and there are a lot of projects that I'm working on. And confidence is one of the things that I have to show up with every day, embody it, own it, and understand what it means to be confident in a positive way. And so that is what I am cultivating more of. So that is my intention today, is just to be confident throughout the day in my conversations, in my one-on-ones, my personal relationships, and in my community. So that is my intention for today. Okay. So with that said, let's go ahead and get a message from our spirit guides. And this is a spirit guide from Stephen Farmer. And let me go ahead and cleanse the energy on the cards. I always re-cleanse the energy. And usually I do it with smoke. You don't have to. You can use crystals. Crystals can always cleanse your energy on your decks. The reason why I'm cleansing the deck is because I want the energy of the community and the collective as we are diving into Monday. Okay. So I invite in the divine light to cleanse these cards of any energies that are not of love and not of light, and not it only provides guidance so that we may achieve our highest light today. So it is. And keep in mind, energy is fluid, meaning that if you find this 6 months from now, the energy on this message was still meant for you. Energy is fluid. So on the oracle, the energy is always available. So, okay. So let's see what the energy is. So a couple things. Today is Monday, and each day of the week will represent a certain energy. And today it is the moon energy. Monday. So mun equals moon, right? Ooh. And it is a day for looking inward. Okay, it's more of a day of introspection. And our card reflects that today because it actually is the seagull. And the seagull. And the seagull says, now is the time for deep emotional healing. And let's see what this message the seagull has for us. And this is really relevant in the collective right now. We have gone over the past 6 months, we have gone over a deep transformation. And in fact, we have ended a cycle, and we just have recently begun a new, very new, never been in this energy cycle in the astrology, which is pretty magical. We signed up for this, which is beautiful. This cosmic awakening, sitting there eating our popcorn, watching everyone wake up. And as a light worker, we're being called to action, which is a part of why I go live every day, is because it's my job as a shadow worker. Just going to be honest, I work with this shadow, the underbelly of the energetics. The shadow of love. I don't want to say I love it, but I understand it. And it's, one fun fact, and then we're going to get to what the seagull says. When I first started this venture, my guides were like, you are not going to like what you're really here to do. And I didn't understand what they were saying. And now I understand. Once you start learning human design and you're Gene keys. You understand I'm a 5-1. I'm a manifest. I'm a I'm a heretic, and I attract things to me, meaning that I investigate everything. And what that does is during my investigation processes, sometimes, the private investigator, they kind of find themselves in some very unusual things because some of the things that they're investigating may not be in such a positive light. Because if you think about it, a private investigator or a PI or a detective, they're usually investigating crimes. So I'm a 5-1. Um, and I'm a generator. So basically, I attract things to me to investigate. And why is all this relevant? Well, because during my awakening process, I did not realize that I would wind up working with the death process through the awakening process. And I could understand the private investigator part, and the fact that um, as a transmuter, I've transmutation gene key twice in my gene keys, meaning that it's very important, which is basically all about dishonesty and being able to draw that out of people. Um, so that is what I do. And we're all being called because of the deep emotional healing that's taking place here in the collective, right? You're asking, how did I get here? Well, I had to do many years of healing work myself, right? I had to go through a deep emotional transformation myself to be able to be here, which is a part of why I do the work that I do, right? Because, I love the saying, people that are religious are afraid of death, but the people that are spiritual have already been through hell and back. And that definitely, is very true. So the seagull says, now is the time for deep emotional healing. The emotional seed that's hovering just below your consciousness is a well of feelings that needs to be acknowledged and expressed. Expressing emotions doesn't mean indulging in them compulsively or creating drama around them. If there are tears, let them simply be tears and allow them to flow. Cry or laugh as much as you need to. Explore these feelings by sharing them with someone you trust or write them about in a journal. Paying particular attention to the sensations in your body. These sensations are cues to layers of emotion that are just below the surface of your awareness. Stored in your myofascial tissue. Just saying. Just being honest. Body's 70% water. Our emotion stores in our myofascial tissue and it's replicated through the RNA and then it's, passed along through the DNA, through genetics. And this is how emotions get stored. So this is reminding you how we release these from the myofascial tissue, from the cellular memory in our body. Okay, because our body keeps score. When Betty kind of upset you yesterday and you just thought you brushed it off, your body remembers. It has a sensation. It has a little memory echo print that's stored there. Or someone that showed you love, that provided you kindness and grace, that added to our love tank. So we're adding to our love tank. But sometimes in order to add to the love tank, you got to dump out the bad gas. You just got to get rid of it. Says by either talking or writing it down, you bring them into awareness and find relief and create an opportunity to release them. Don't let this be a theoretical exercise, one where you act and try to force yourself to feel something you're not. Make sure you include a dose of humor from time to time, particularly if you're dealing with darker and scarier emotions. It's not necessary to be emotional on the psyche scars that remain from earlier experiences too frequently. But it's time. But now is the time to do so. So do you find yourself starting to get lost in the whirlpool of traumatic memory, chains, and sensory of physical moving or intentionally distracting yourself in some way? It isn't necessary to cure yourself of feelings associated with these memories all in one setting. Instead, simply relive some of the present pressure that lurks behind the surface. So the association is being observant, swift, opportunistic. So there's always some positive: carefree, versatile, resourceful, intelligent, scavenging, communication, social, protective, messenger, emotional, respect, and fairness. Okay. And since Monday is the moon day, which was all about what we're talking about today, it's reminding us that if there's any lingering facets that still need to be addressed, right? We just wrapped up with the lunar eclipse energy, right? The cycle is just now ending. So this is the time to release any leftover resonance in the auric field. So journaling, writing, crying, laughing, again, trying to find beauty in all these lessons. So deep emotional healing, and this is taking place across the globe. It's impacting every one of us. So let's dive right into our qigong, and then I'm going to end with the 369 technique, and then I'm going to leave all you beautiful souls out to shine your light. So qigong is basically just an ancient modality. It's designed to clear your lymphatic system. Just the simplest way to say it. You express and store a lot of emotions in your hands. So we're going to clap our hands 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're going to move to our underarm. If you have an appendage and you cannot move your arm up beyond this, that's okay. I have you. Remember, I try to make tools and techniques that are effective and useful for everyone. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to put your hand like this, and you're just going to get under here real good, okay? Because your whole goal is to get this region right here, which is where one of your lymph nodes is at, is to express it, okay? Now, if you can, put your arm all the way up, and you see there's no red marks. Watch this. And this is the top of your heart chamber. We're going to do it 9 times. So there's 9 times. And then you guys, now we're going to move to the other side. Arm up, do it 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I just want to show you something. I feel it. So basically, so you usually get red marks right here and usually right here. And it's okay. Today it's not that bad. I've been working out. But there was a week where I didn't work out and I didn't do my qigong every day. And I was extremely sore right here. I'm going to be honest, I'm going through a heart healing, like a complete overhaul of like my whole spiritual house. Like my whole soul is just like, don't need it. Don't need it. And I've been clearing house for the past 6 months, and I'm a Virgo sun and a Pisces moon. So that just explains the next, 15 remaining months of this South Node, North Node of Pisces or Virgo axis. So my soul is like, nothing is going with this, Heather. It is time. So when I was going through this process, I was storing a lot of energy because I wasn't moving. I wasn't able to move through the energy in excess, because usually I have to work out. I have to sweat it out. We're going to move to our elbow creases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why? Because everything stores in our tears, our emotional body, which is all represented with water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, this one hurt. The right hand is your divine masculine. This is basically this is your ability to give and receive love. Okay. So look, this shows you the energy that gets stored just from a day. So if I do this every day and I still have all of this energy that needs to be released, moved around, and expressed, imagine all of us that are not utilizing this wonderful technique to move their energy on a daily basis. So to be honest, I get sick every time I stop. Every time I stop. This is why I've been doing it for 4 years. It's just a 2-minute technique, but it's a wonderful technique. Now we're going to move to our feet. Okay. And we're going to do each foot 9 times, which is going to be 18 alternating. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. Now that is it for the Qigong. As I said, it's simple, short, sweet, but highly effective. You want to jumpstart your awakening process. This is one of the easiest ways to do it. Again, especially if you cannot move your arm all the way up, it is okay to be that way. Love your body. We have sovereignty. We know exactly what our limitations are, but those are just, metrics of today. Now, as we work towards goals and we, try to improve and we work on things, we're going to see improvement, right? Guess what? I had that thoracic injury and I couldn't move my arm up. That's how do you think I found out about the appendage workaround? Guilty. Okay, so I want to leave you guys with just a simple technique. Another simple technique. It's called the 3-6-9 manifestation process. All right. So what we do for 21 days, I have been working, and we're going to do this for 21 days. We're going to do this right here, right now. So while I'm on, because I need to write my 3. So what you're going to do is every morning, you're going to write down your intention. What are you trying to cultivate? What are you trying to bring to life? What is it that you are trying to co-create with the universe and attract to you? For me, I'm a generating manifester, or my life path 8 gives me manifesting abilities. I have manifesting abilities, but technically I'm a generator. But my manifestation processes come in more appropriately when I use this process. Okay. Why? Because it's defined, it's focused. It is the energy that I'm cultivating over the 21 days as I'm getting excited about my manifestation, Okay. So you're going to write it first thing in the morning. You're going to write your manifestation down 3 times. Then at lunch, you're going to write it down 6 times. And then before bed, you're going to write it 9 times, right? So the first 3, again, is just getting you into bringing it into focus, honing it in. And then as you go throughout the day, you've already set your intention. This is what I'm co-creating. So all of your actions throughout the day are going to start aligning with your intention, because by noon, you know that you're writing it again, fresh on the mind, fresh on the brain. And then at night, why is it so important at night? Well, that's when we go into our dreamland. And if you're able to get into a rest and breath state, you actually get into a sweet spot right before you fall asleep. So if you are imagining and envisioning your intention and what you're co-creating right before bed, you are actually working with the part of the brain that brings all these manifestations, and it's so much easier because the resistance is not there. Okay. And it's, what is it? Right before you go into the sleep state. And actually, Albert Einstein would hold a metal ball in his hand. And right before he would doze off into the sleep state, he would drop this ball. And basically, that was because he did not want to technically fall asleep. He wanted to play in this in-between land where he could co-create with Source. Fun facts. So I love us. I hope you guys have a grand day. And that is all I have for you. I hope you guys feel well, smell well, set your intention today. And let me write my intention before I get off here so that I can let the universe know that, hey, not only am I going to feel it, I'm going to speak it, I'm going to express it. This is mine. Now, again, first thing in the morning, around noon, and then right before you go to bed. Really, the process right before bed is probably one of the best, or right when you get up, because you're still working with that same energy. So the first few seconds before you fall asleep and the first few seconds when you wake up is these beautiful states that you can co-create within. So one love. I hope you guys have an amazing day.
The journey to healing starts with a single step. Are you ready to embrace your true self? Join us on April 27th at the Tranquility Salt Cave in Columbus, Ohio for the New Moon Inner Child Healing Sanctuary, led by Marcus Christolite from Sacred Light Healing and Wellness. This transformative event guides you through inner child wounding education, sacred journaling, and a powerful guided meditation for just $55 from 4 to 6 p.m. EST. As a bonus, immerse yourself in the tranquil environment of the Salt Cave with a 50% discount on a 1-hour halotherapy session, available for just $20 more from 6 to 7 p.m. EST. Spaces are limited, so don't miss this unique opportunity to reconnect with your authentic self and release emotional baggage. Book your spot now by scanning the QR code or visiting tranquilitysaltcave.com/events. If you have any questions, DM Christolite or call Tranquility at 614-859-3419. Your journey to healing starts here. Embrace the new you under the new moon.
A New Moon Inner Child Healing Sanctuary, taking place for the first time ever at Tranquility Salt Cave in Columbus, Ohio. Get your ticket today, as spaces are limited. Any questions, just reach out to myself, Marcus Christolite, and I will gladly guide you along the way.